As the nation's oldest gun manufacturer, Remington is not only a company rich in its own history, but an integral part of American history as well. From eastern forest land to southern farms to the western frontier, Remington was there. And the legacy lives on as this iconic American company celebrates its upcoming 200th anniversary. Here to share Remington's commitment to ammunition excellence is Jessica Brooks-Stevens, who along with marketing duties for Barnes, is branding lead for Remington and Barnes ammunition products. She's a shooting industry respected ballistics expert, and we are pleased to have her here today. Good morning.
My pleasure, Olga. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here. In fact, I heard you just got back from Africa.
I did. My mom and I were there for 14 days, had a wonderful safari.
What an experience. I've always wanted to do that, maybe later with my girls.
Okay, family is definitely fun to go with.
And let's talk about family, because I know you have a long-standing connection to the firearms industry. It's a family affair for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. My parents owned and operated Barnes Bullets from 1974 through 2010, upon which time Remington acquired the business.
And as we focus today on firearm ammunition, and I'm not very educated on this, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, tell us the choice of ammunition as an important consideration for not only gun safety, which is so important, but also, you know, functionality as well.
Well, in regards to gun safety and functionality, it's really important that shooters understand the kind of ammunition that they can put into their firearm. For example, .380 auto is a very popular personal defense choice today. And some ammunition and some guns are labeled differently. You'll find some ammunition labeled as .380 auto, some labeled as .380 ACP. Same thing with the guns. Well, what the shooters need to know is that they can use either one, they can interchange. So that's just an example of understanding what can go in your firearm so that you can get the optimum performance that you're looking for.
And help me understand, because again, you're educating me today, and I was reading here, personal defense ammunition. How is that different from, saying, target shooting?
So ammunition used on the range is typically loaded with a full metal jacket bullet. So when I talk about bullets, it's the projectile that comes out of the barrel. Ammunition is the loaded round. So full metal jackets are what you would typically use on the range, and then a hollow point bullet is what you would really use for personal defense.
Okay, and you brought in some ballistics video. We're going to roll on it now, and tell me exactly what we're looking at.
Okay, so what we're looking at is the actual bullet, the projectile, going through heavy clothing into a ballistics gelatin block. And so there are two clips. One is with the Ultimate Defense Compact Handgun Remington product. The other is with the Barnes TAC-X PD product. These are both optimized for personal defense in those short-barreled, small, compact handguns.
And tell me what grain count is.
So grain count is really the weight of the bullet. When you pick up a box of ammunition, you'll notice that it has, this is 9mm Luger with 124 grains. That is the weight of the bullet. So in grains. And typically lighter, faster projectiles produce less recoil. Heavier projectiles produce less velocity and heavier recoil.
And that special sticker on the package, what's that?
So the TAC-X PD product has a lenticular sticker that actually shows the way that the bullet functions.
Look at that.
When it hits media, so you know how this bullet is performing.
I'll be honest, I didn't know there was so much science behind this. Now, what about the price differences with ammunition? I'm assuming there has to be. Absolutely.
Range and target ammunition are priced accordingly so that shooters can put, you know, thousands of rounds downrange and be able to do that affordably. The personal defense ammunition, there's a lot more engineering. It's very intensive production-wise, so you know that all adds up to costs, and therefore the shooter is really going to you really get what you pay for with personal defense ammunition.
Jessica, any closing remarks on maybe women out there who are thinking of taking some classes or maybe even purchasing a firearm?
Yeah, you know, I think it's really important to get educated and experienced before purchasing a firearm. And really, if you go to the classes and you get range time, whether that's through a rental program or you know, borrowing a firearm, or shoot as much as you can, because that gives you confidence and will allow you to make a very informed decision when you go out to purchase your personal defense firearm.
And as a mother, I can say possibly not even be as frightened as maybe I would be if I started doing that.
Well, and you know, I think with knowledge comes power.
Absolutely.
And so that's my advice.
All right, so if I ever take my girls on a safari to Africa, I'm going to call you and tell us to come. Come with us.
I'll give you some tips.
I'll feel safe with you. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Okay.
You're always invited to find out more about gun safety and self-protection. Just visit us at thebalancingAct.com. And always give us your input, concerns, or questions about today's topic. Simply log on to Facebook /The Balancing Act Fans.